Who is more influential to the game of football? Pep Guardiola or Messi/Ronaldo?
I got a question for your question. Like, are you talking about like influential
On the field?
in like the game of football itself, or like influence like worldwide, like global influence on the game?
Probably the game itself.
So repeat what you just asked.
So like, is it like more influential on like the
game of
field,
football?
the game of football?
That's exactly how I worded it.
Okay, I should have listened. I probably should have listened better.
I think it's kind of like obvious that Messi and Ronaldo would have all around. Can you imagine kids waking up? It's like,
Yeah.
I want to be like,
That's why I was kind of asking.
I want to shave my head. Just keep it a shave. I want to be like Pep.
Matt did it one day.
We did, dude. We've all dressed up as Pep for Halloween.
Nice.
At least once, you know.
I haven't.
It was only just Matt, I think.
At least once.
All right, can I answer the question, James?
Well, I think like on the game, influence in the game of football itself. I think honestly, I probably still think Messi and Ronaldo. To be honest, I think when you have two icons like that, I think obviously they don't really dictate much when it comes to tactics and things like that, and like changing how the game is played. But I think when you have two powers like that were playing at the same time, going head to head, you had great teams that they played on, battling it out in the same league for so long. Dude, they absolutely influenced everything, dude. Every single player nowadays is compared to Messi or Ronaldo. Every single Ballon d'Or debate is compared to Messi and Ronaldo. Every single winger that comes through from Barcelona's academy, are they the next Messi? Every single player who comes out of Portugal, are they the next Ronaldo? So I think, like, with that being said, there's going to be literally a lifetime of players being compared to these two players. So I think with that being said, I think there's no greater influence on the game than a lifetime of comparison to these two players. I think Pep obviously brought some good tactical tweaks and things like that to the game, but I think a lot of that was also influenced through like Johan Cruyff and other kind of gaffers from that, La Masia and Barcelona, coaching system. So I don't necessarily think Pep created a lot of these kind of tactics, but I think, dude, for probably the next 50, 60 years, we're going to be comparing every single player that's playing to Messi and Ronaldo, and to me, that's influence.
That was beautifully said. Wow.
Yeah.
You want to go?
That was Matt.
Oh,
I
you
think
gonna
for
say?
me, bro, has to be Pep.
Oh,
Messi would not be the same player he is today without the influence of Pep. He wouldn't be seen as an undisputed best or so along the lines of like a prime Neymar, bro.
When did
Bold.
when did Messi? What manager did he get his debut from?
Rijkaard.
So why is Pep the one?
Did he not develop and become the best player in the world under Pep?
So he couldn't if it wasn't for Pep. You
He
saying?
wouldn't be the same player.
You're saying he wouldn't be the same player
100%, bro.
if it wasn't for Pep.
100%.
Wow.
Think about your favorite player. Guardiola is the reason why they're so good. Messi, Haaland, De Bruyne, some examples.
Ronaldo.
Think about the
Not
coaches. Without Guardiola's influence, the likes of Mourinho, Ancelotti, Zidane, Saf, Alex Ferguson wouldn't have to adapt at the way they would have. If it wasn't for Pep. Pep wasn't managing, bro. Like the likes of Neymar, as good as he is, because of Luis Enrique, who is a disciple of Pep. Think about your favorite modern coaches in the game, all influenced by Pep Guardiola.
That's a bad
That
disciple.
was a great rationale. Wow.
Wait,
That's a bad disciple to have.
Not Big Ange. Hey, Big Ange didn't have to change anything, man. Played his game, and look what happened.
My thing is, okay, sure, I agree with you. Pep is one of, if not the best manager of all time. But my thing is, there are so many other managers that have done so much as well. We've seen Fergie time. Sir Alex Ferguson. That was all him. We've seen, like you said, Cruyff, Tiki-Taka. These guys brought styles that are so unique to football. Obviously, Pep has his own style too, right? He's obviously but he kind of models out of other players' styles as well. Tiki-Taka and all this stuff, high press and stuff like that. What Ronaldo, Messi do, it's like no other. So I 100% think that Ronaldo and Messi are.
Yeah, but Ronaldo and Messi are indirectly and directly good because of Pep Guardiola, bro. Pep Guardiola made Messi the player who he is today. Guardiola challenged the likes of Ancelotti, the likes of Mourinho to make Ronaldo the player he is today.
I don't think
Pep,
so.
those players are not as good as
I
they
don't
are
think
today.
so.
Wow, I
don't
love
think
the
so.
bold takes you're coming
I don't think
with.
so. I don't think instructions were given to Ronaldo when it came to decisions of playing El Clasico moments against Pep Guardiola. I don't think when he was telling Ronaldo, "I need you to play this way so we can beat Pep Guardiola today. I'm pretty sure
I
these
don't
guys
know,
were telling him, Ronaldo, you go out there. BBC, you guys go out there, do your thing. If it is, you kind of the instructions go into the midfield or the defensive side of the game, because going forward, there's no instructions given to players like that when it came up against a side like what Pep Guardiola.
see,
I don't even think it's the same thing.
No, but I agree.
I don't think it's the same thing today. I don't think managers go out there and be like, attackers need to play this position out when it comes to playing against a Pep Guardiola side, because when it comes down to it, Pep Guardiola will do his thing. Where the challenge happens with the opposition is where the midfield battle is going to be and where the defensive battle is going to be, because we know Pep Guardiola's side is going to be having most of that ball on the opposition side on the pitch. So the attackers, for the most part, sure, they might step back to support the midfielder here a little bit just to apply some pressure to the midfielder on the opposition side. But when it comes down to it, the attackers are there looking for counters, looking for things. But I don't think they're directly given instructions when it comes up against a Pep Guardiola side. I don't think Ronaldo is influenced at all against what Pep Guardiola was doing and how he plays his game.
I also
I think what Matthew might be talking about is the butterfly effect, where is Pep's influence on Messi and him making him the best player in the world in turn, because with Messi being the best, is that what motivated Ronaldo? Because we know how motivated Ronaldo was by Messi. Does Ronaldo, how many Ballon d'Ors Ronaldo get? 5?
5.
Does Ronaldo get 5 Ballon d'Ors if Messi doesn't exist?
Wait.
If you're talking about butterfly
That's
effect,
crazy.
then why? Then
Butterfly effect.
it wouldn't be Pep Guardiola wouldn't be the manager he is today if it wasn't for Johan Cruyff.
Yeah.
So it comes down to it. Is it Johan Cruyff are we talking about, or is it Pep
But
Guardiola?
the thing is, Cruyff is the founding father, but in this case, it's the example where the student becomes the master. Pep, the master.
Okay, I get it, but now you're saying the only reason, not the only reason, but one of the main reasons is because Messi was good, that Ronaldo's good, or rivalry. But weren't we just saying? I swear you were just saying before that one of Ronaldo's best thing is his mentality.
Yeah.
You think because of Messi that he has that mentality? No way.
No, I do think it's a big part. Mentality could come from like your environment. Definitely.
Yes, 100%.
Right now, we're seeing Ronaldo at this age. Who is he fighting against right now?
I think he's still trying to chase Messi.
No.
Saudi farmers?
No. What's his motivation right now? You think it's motivation against Messi?
YouTube, bro.
Somehow,
No, it's
some
not.
way.
No, it's
Some on
not. No, it's
YouTube.
not. His only motivation and the only commitment his fight is against himself, and he's proving himself.
I think there's a big butterfly effect.
How is he not proving it?
Bro,
If it comes
who's he
down
play
to
for, Al
butterfly effects,
Nassr?
Pep Guardiola is not the manager he is today without Johan Cruyff. That's all. If it's a butterfly effect.
No one's disagreeing with that.
Yeah, but the thing is, if Cruyff was still alive today and following the same kind of style of play that Guardiola does, he wouldn't be as successful.
What do you mean? Say it again.
If Cruyff was still alive
Yeah.
and followed the same kind of principles and ideals that Guardiola plays now, he wouldn't be as successful as him.
No, but
Guardiola wouldn't be
completely
here today.
different.
Guardiola wouldn't be here today if Cruyff never
No.
existed.
But like I said,
Hold on, you can't compare back then their tactics because they're going up against completely different tactics. Cruyff would have adjusted his tactics to compete in this era because he's very smart and would have adjusted in the right way.
Football has adjusted to Pep.
In a way.
In a big way. Look at the Premier League.
Okay, one argument I have with you.
What?
Dump and chase, they always did.
What do you mean dump and chase?
Defend and dump and chase.
Bro,
The Prem was always
you
like
guys
that.
don't remember when Guardiola first came to the Prem and the press were saying, "Oh, the Guardiola's gonna have to get used to the Premier League," but it was the other way around. The Premier League had to get used to Guardiola.
I don't think
That hasn't really changed.
it hasn't changed. Maybe besides like Liverpool when Klopp came, but he didn't change his tactics for Pep. He just played his own tactics. Besides that, maybe like I can't really think of a manager that changed their tactics for them because Conte came to Chelsea, played the same tactics that he always plays. Like who came to the Premier League and changed their tactics for Pep? I can't really think of.
Well, realistically speaking, you do definitely set up your team with a different kind of mindset when you're going up against Pep and Man City, whatever.
Pep,
like a lot
same
of times,
thing with Ronaldo and Messi. What are you guys talking
Yeah,
about?
same thing.
I think well, even
You
the,
think
even the English national team, there's a
Wait,
big Pep
wait.
effect there.
You guys think people are trembling because they're facing Pep's Man City or team, and not like Ronaldo and Messi at their prime?
Yeah.
Probably
You
the same-
think-
probably
you
the
think-
same, yeah.
What's okay? Let's argue. What's Pep's best team? Best team of all time.
The Man City team that he won.
The treble? Is that his best team?
It is. No.
What's
the
his
treble
best? Let's
team.
find out what is his best team right now
Barca
of all time.
sextuple.
No, it's a
Is it
treble.
Barca sextuple?
It's the treble.
No, I'd probably
Man
say
City.
Barca 2011.
No, it's a treble team, man.
What do you mean it's the treble?
Has to be. That team was. I don't think that Barca team beats that Man City. I know it has more star power, but I don't think it beats that Barca the Man City team.
Okay, let's just for the sake of the argument, let's go with that. People more scared of that or a prime Messi or a prime Ronaldo?
Messi's on one of the teams.
No, if he's saying that, let's see. What's if he's saying the City team in general? Whatever. Are people getting scared of Messi and Ronaldo in their prime, or because they're facing against Pep and one of his teams?
Both.
No, you can't. No, choose.
I'm saying both. It's true.
My only argument with Pep
No?
is that he was literally given and
And that's
handed
nothing
the
I'm
team that he can be successful with.
So how come so many coaches want to be like him?
But they can be like him. But the thing is that it comes down to your utensils, what you write with, what you're playing with, your hand of cards. If he's literally given everything that he's asked for, and even now to the Premier League and some of this whole thing going on with like Man City not receiving their what's it called
Fines and
their
stuff.
fines and whatnot, but like Barca, best team he was given. Bayern Munich, best team he was given. Man City now, best team he's ever been given. And yet, he's known as the best because of what he's also been able to receive as in terms of players. Give him the freaking United job and with what they have to deal with. Do you think he'll be able to do anything with that team?
Well, no, it's true.
Why would he downgrade?
No, but
Not downgrade, but if he's a world class manager and you guys are telling me that he's influential to the game, show me at your worst. Show me at your worst. Messi's doing it.
Is that not
no,
true,
he's
Matt?
not playing. Doing it in Miami. He's doing it his best in
Bro,
ever he's done.
his career is ending.
Was
bro.
But
Messi?
do it at your
Wants the
worst.
ball with
Okay,
the
okay,
boys.
okay.
Do it at your worst.
Was
At
Messi?
worst.
Was Messi not
But
doing?
Messi's still balling though, no? In the MLS with the team that he has.
Team's pretty
No,
static.
Okay. What was Messi doing at the ends of his time at Barcelona, where he
Nothing.
had shit teams? around
Carrying.
him? Okay, is not prove something? What did Ronaldo do when he went to back to Man U?
Carried.
Carrying.
Okay.
What is Pep doing with the team that he says again? I'll go back to his quote: "Just give me the players back. You will see. We're out with 4 defenders. I need my players back." What does that tell
Bro,
you?
they're
He
second
can't
place.
do it without his players.
They're
He's
second
saying
place,
he,
bro.
If he's even saying he can't do it without the players that
saying he
he
can't do it without his
he has.
players.
He needs the best of the
He
best.
needs the best of the best.
Only the best of the best could
What-
play to his.
That's
tactics.
why I say I rate what Fergie did, what he came to Man United, the shit team he had, what Arsene Wenger did. The guy has Shamak playing up top. Those are gaffers that actually went through the gutters. Yes, I understand Pep. He is one of the best, of course, but he was given everything.
What,
And
they're saying that we're-
No. The
Huh?
minute he's
still influential.
the
It is
minute he
influential.
We're not talking about who's the best. We're talking about who's the most.
the minute
influential.
he stepped onto that Man City change room, locker room, he was like, "Here's your paycheck. Here's your checkbook. Do whatever you want with it." And he was able to receive the best players at the time.
They had that before Pep was there.
But have the players, because even though you can have the best players in the world and you have a shit manager, you still won't do anything. I'm not saying Pep is a bad manager or an amazing manager. But he's a good manager with good tactics. But have a team with both, you're gonna do wonders.
You consider Roberto Di Matteo a good manager?
No,
Won the Champions League.
okay.
Yeah,
With who?
He took over
We have
halfway.
Osingua.
What was he playing with
old
then?
Ricardo Carvalho.
What was the opposition back in the day?
No, that's not a.
Bayern Munich. Prime Bayern Munich.
But it's again,
Barca.
it's it's not like Pep has only done it with one team that he's been giving everything. He's been given everything. Every team he goes to, he's been given everything.
Okay. He's
So,
dealing with-
I don't
dealing
know.
with
In my
what's
opinion,
given.
I don't know.
Yes,
He's missing.
He is very influential, but he's been given some of his cards. Where Messi, Ronaldo had to get their
hey, to be fair,
flowers.
coaches on other teams have been given like look, Pochettino got everything at Chelsea. Ten
Yeah.
Hag got everything he wanted
I'm
at
not,
United.
I'm not
But we're
saying
not
that.
saying-
I'm
we're
not
not
saying
saying
that
Pep-
because of that. I'm saying when you're saying that, I just have a little irk in my back of my head where it's like, yes, he's the good, but I haven't seen him with a bad team. I haven't seen him with.
We're seeing it right now.
I've seen, and we're seeing it right now, kind of. And look, he's crumbling. Where we've seen
Not even a
Ronaldo,
bad team.
and
it's
we've
just one
seen
player.
Messi with bad teams. Juve was not the best team with Ronaldo, but he was carrying. Man U, he
They
was
won
carrying.
Serie A every year.
because of Ronaldo.
Okay,
No,
it's not-
no,
they
no.
haven't been winning.
They
since-
won Serie A 9 years in a
It's-
row.
He only won 1 year.
Yeah.
And wasn't one of the worst years.
No, I'm saying when
Besides
Ronaldo was
We were
on
on a
that.
down decline.
I'm saying when Ronaldo was on the team. I'm not talking about Juve in general. I'm talking about when Ronaldo was
Yeah,
on that
he
team.
joined
That was-
he joined an 8-year in a row.
that was already falling down. It
Yeah,
was,
not dramatically. They-
Batty. Were they doing good that year?
It was pretty bad.
Exactly.
You had Dybala. You still had a world class
Dybala,
team.
Dybala played maybe 50% of the games there that year.
No, they had a good team, but they had to sacrifice a lot in order to make Ronaldo work.
Yeah.
From a salary perspective, like they weren't able to rebuild the team fully because they had to pay Ronaldo so much money. They had to pay the transfer fee, and they sacrificed for Ronaldo. And
then the second highest paid player would have barely played.
yeah, and obviously like it worked to an extent because I think like globally it raised Juventus as like a club, as a brand, and everything.
Influence.
So they knew what they were doing. It had influence, right? But I don't know. I see both sides. I personally already said my point. I do think it's Messi and Ronaldo, but I see the value of what you're saying with Pep. But like I think with Pep, it's a little bit easier. Like you can always go back to saying who was the person before, but like I think with Messi and Ronaldo, it's like who were really like the GOATs before that got compared to everybody. Maradona, Cruyff.
Yeah.
It's not the same, I don't think.